Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The ideal man bears the accidents of life with dignity and grace, making the best of circumstances. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Whosoever is delighted in solitude is either a wild beast or a god. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. There is no great genius without some touch of madness. Hope is a waking dream. Happiness depends upon ourselves. A friend to all is a friend to none. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals, separated from law and justice he is the worst. Those who educate children are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. Those that know, do. Those that understand, teach. To perceive is to suffer. Good habits formed at youth make all the difference. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. The educated differ from the uneducated, as much as the living differ from the dead. Personal beauty is a greater recommendation than any letter of reference. What it lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. Poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. The soul never thinks without a picture. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. Mothers are fonder than fathers of their children, because they are more certain they are their own. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. Education is an ornament in prosperity, and a refuge in adversity. Probable impossibilities are to be preferred to improbable possibilities. Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work. To run away from trouble is a form of cowardice, and while it is true that the suicide braves death, he does it not for some noble object, but to escape some ill. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. The whole is more than the sum of its parts. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in deserving them. Learning is not child's play. We cannot learn without pain. Education is the best provision for old age. The state comes into existence for the sake of life, and continues to exist for the sake of good life. No excellent soul is exempt from a mixture of madness. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind, next to honor. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. Republics decline into democracies, and democracies degenerate into despotisms. The law is reason, free from passion. The ultimate value of life depends upon awareness and the power of contemplation, rather than upon mere survival. Courage is the first of human qualities, because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Fear is pain, arising from the anticipation of evil. It is best to rise from life as from a banquet, neither thirsty nor drunken. Democracy is when the indigent, and not the men of property, are the rulers. The one exclusive sign of thorough knowledge is the power of teaching. The greatest virtues are those which are most useful to other persons. Bashfulness is an ornament to youth, but a reproach to old age.